Hello and welcome to another video on Nvidia. So this video is about the earnings call that's just been released from Nvidia on Wednesday afternoon, or just after the closing bell on Wednesday. Now, straight after the closing bell, the press release was released and the post-market price for the shares shot up. They were doing really well, and then just after the earnings call, actually, when the team started talking about the company and the progress that they're doing, the price then started to decline and it overall went negative. And then since then, the share price has continued to decline much more than the overall market. So I just wanted to talk about exactly why I think it's kind of stumbled a bit, why it's not doing as well as you would think compared to the results that we've seen. So what we can see is some absolutely amazing results coming through with really huge growth from the data centers, massive growth within gaming even. However, one thing to note that during the call, and I think this is one of the reasons why the price has started to decline, is the mention of the fact that they are now supply constrained. So that does mean that going forward, gaming will suffer, which is obviously going to be quite a big issue. So obviously we've got record growth, as I've said, from the gaming and the data centers, which is phenomenal. However, how much that kind of constraints are going to impact on the next couple of quarters is unknown at this stage, and I think that's why the share price is dropping once we get a bit more information on that. So I imagine the business is probably going to suffer regarding the share price really until we kind of get any confirmation on that supply constraints and when that's going to be ending. So then going through after that, obviously lots of great news about things doing really well, as you know we would expect from this company. Then we've got our dividends. So those of us that are holding the stock between 10th of March and the 31st of March should receive a 16 cents per share dividend, which, I mean, considering the fact that the stock is around $200 and something at the moment, it's not really much of a return on investment, but at least it's something. So then, as well as that, we've also got the fact that they're talking about making good progress towards acquiring ARM. However, even on the call, wasn't really any kind of progress with regards to that. So that's still, again, a little bit of a concern that we're still not getting any answers on that. Once we get kind of confirmation that that's going to go through, that will be amazing. That will really help the share price. Obviously, if it doesn't, if there's any issues, then that could make another tumble, but I guess really only time will tell with regards to that. So then looking at their outlook for fiscal 2022, revenues expected to be around 5.3 billion. When you consider that same quarter previous year, we were talking about 3 billion. So we are talking about considerable growth over that same period, which is amazing, even despite the supply constraints. So then looking at the highlights of what's going on, obviously all of what they're saying here is just about how amazingly well, record-breaking, huge growth numbers that they've had, all the different products that they've released. So all of this really great information. The automotive section, obviously we've got the fact that they are up quarter on quarter, but they are down compared to the previous year. Down 23% for the full year compared to the previous year. That's not necessarily a huge concern at this stage, and I think we're going to recover that. I mean, obviously this is small numbers in comparison to the rest of the business. However, obviously they have been talking about lots of different partnerships, with NIO being one of the ones that a lot of people will recognise. Obviously they've also announced about the Mercedes-Benz cockpit, which is really great, and that's going to be coming out in the first half of 2021 apparently. So potentially some really great revenue coming in from that, and as well, obviously the success of that, how that goes, could well mean more contracts in the future as well. And then moving over onto the actual stock analysis price targets. So currently we're $532. We've got an average estimate price of $647, with a high estimate of $800. A large majority of buy, couple of hold, no sell, so a really strong buy rating here. Now, obviously, as far as I'm concerned, I very much agree with that. Strong buy rating from me. My price target, as you would expect, is higher than any of these. I'm actually aiming for a 1,000 price target for this stock over the next 12 months. So quite a high target from myself regarding this. So that's my thoughts. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.